Halloween! Welcome to the show, and I'm wearing a mask in honor of Halloween for the first 10 seconds of the video. And probably nobody's watching it yet, so happy Halloween! Alright, that's about as much as I can wear that thing. Put the hat back on. Hey, look at that Halo mask. This might go up for sale one of these days. Pretty cool, though. It's really hard to see out of, so probably die if you used it. Well, anyway, Mr. Lamont, you are first indeed. Um, Welcome to the show. We have the usual goodiness going on, hopefully, here. We have 11 auctions ending today. They are spaced at the 10 minutes for every two. So the show will be right around an hour. And I hope that you're able to join us live. If you're not, you can always watch the recording afterward, which is, I'm sure, just as exciting. But yeah, no, put up a lot of auctions again today. We did another 14 and then one bonus. So 15 auctions we put up today that'll be starting as we're watching this. And one of the items I did a video of is for the Evercade SD. And that seems to be getting a lot of attention. And kind of interested in that because I already got 18 hits on the video since I put it up yesterday. And I even had a questions on the video about like, why isn't the link posted yet? Like they're interested in bidding on it. So it's an interesting one. Because you can buy it new today. But you have to buy it from the UK and have it shipped to the United States. So it's always a pain in the butt. This one's here in the United States. So somebody can get their hands on it without having to deal with a lot of stuff. But regardless, it's Wednesday. And we're going to watch some eBay auctions end. And we have some good stuff. Now, let's crack this puppy open. October's almost over, so we better be drinking that Sam Adams Oktoberfest in the Nissan jacket. Let's get a little sippy dippy of this guy here. Got the lights on again today. Should have went dark for spookiness, but didn't turn the arcades on. Doing a potential new mod on this bad boy over here. I might put a PC in it. Buy Stuff is selling one, but I'm going to make my own. I have an old PC lying around. I'm just going to throw her in there and see what the heck happens. Yeah, I have an Android box in there now. That plays quite a few games, but I made some changes to it and I didn't like the changes I made, so we're due for more changes, I guess, right? So let's just move forward with that. So maybe we could do a quick rundown of what we have up for auction today. We could start there potentially here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Sorry. So the first two auctions, let's hit the refresh here because I saw X-Men just went up. So we have a Game Gear game here, X-Men, and that's at $5.36. We have the Turcon, can't pronounce that. That's at $21.50. They ended together at the same time. The Atari 2600 set is at $131.50. The Double Dragon is at $6.50. The Evercade Hocket Portable is at $29. The Virtual Fighter 32X is $11.50. Shining Force for Sega Genesis is $26. And the Huge Intellivision lot is at $20.50. We got Shadowrun at $51. The X-Men Dynamo arcade panel is only at $15.50. Kind of hoping for more than that, but we'll see what happens. And same thing with this Robinson's Requiem is at $1.25. So regardless, that is kind of what's going on right now. Whoa, got a lot of things popping up here. I was thinking it would be kind of fun for a few minutes anyway. Let's play a little bit of a Halloween-y type game, right? We're going to play a gun game with a controller, which doesn't always work well, but I think a lot of you are probably familiar with House of the Dead. And this is a Sega Dreamcast version. I do have this game, and it will be going for sale one of these days. And I even have the gun, too. But it requires you to play it with, Tube TV. Well, let's just play a few minutes of intense storyline. And the aim's not gonna be great because I'm using a stick. But at least it's still playable though. I think I can use the analog. But yeah, I can. I love those games.
Please be safe, G.
Oh. Jeez, it's hard with a joystick. Not gonna lie.
How could anyone do this? G!
James, I tried. Don't underestimate the enemy. James, take this.
I already had to continue there. Jeepers.
Harry and Amy are coming to back us up. Hurry, go.
Thanks, G.
Gotta make sure I don't hit those axes.
I don't want to die.
Oh, poor guy.
My God.
Don't come! Don't come! Go away! Go away! Please, help him! Don't kill me! No! No! Help me! Help me!
That's a lot of help in here.
Thanks.
Give me some help.
You can get outside that way.
Ooh, you gave me a tip too.
Thank you for rescuing me.
This attitude is awesome. Thank you for rescuing me.
Gee, blood stains.
Ah, what a game, right? So our first auction is going to be ending in 7 minutes or so. So I'm going to play this for a couple more minutes. We're going to move over to... Oh, I shot a kid. I'm a terrible person. Oh. I thought I saved. Oh, maybe I did.
Don't come! Don't come! Thank you. Please take this.
Ooh, look at that. Very nice of her. Wonder what was in that thing, really. It's a true demon here. Oh boy. You know, this might be a good time to save the game and come back to it later, maybe, if we have time. All right, let's look here. Whoops, minimize here. All right, here's our first two auctions. Ooh, hey, that went up from $5 to $13 since we started playing the game. That's the X-Men Game Gear game with the little case on it, which is very fancy. And then we have that Turrican. I never can pronounce that right, I don't think. Pretty beat up box with a sticker on it, which is very fancy. Believe it or not, the auctions I was putting up this week, I was taking some stickers off them. And I normally don't do that. I was using a hair dryer technique where a heat gun would probably be too hot, but the hair dryer was just right. So thank you, Stacy, for the assistance of letting me use your hair dryer. Very exciting. So you can see here somebody selling the same game for $25.49. So this could be a bargain at $13.15. Just saying. But yeah, no, it's been a bit of a week. You know, I had one thing on my mind pretty heavily all week, I'm not gonna lie. And that one thing is ice fishing. And I had a large, like really nice ice fishing house that was all cedar lined, you know, nice bunk, good TV, good stereo setup, stove, microwave, you'd sleep in there at night. It had a forced air furnace. I mean, it was nice. It was a lot of fun, really. But I wasn't using as much as I should have been. And I knew it was time to get rid of it because I wanted to free up my driveway as well, too. Now, sold it to a friend who is actually a watcher of the show. So Joe had mentioned the other day that we should do a live show from the fish house at some point. And I think that's a phenomenal idea. So I think we're going to have to figure out a way to do that. So I'm shooting from my old fish house that now Joe owns. And hopefully he wears enough clothing to make it that we can keep it PG anyway. But yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. So we'll do that. But beyond that, ice fishing on the mind is I have a really nice ice fishing tent that I bought when I sold the fish house. And I kept thinking I like a lot of space. So I bought this ginormous ice fishing tent made by Clam that's 11.5 feet by 11.5 feet, and it's quilted walls. And it's more of like an octagon shape, I believe, something like that. And anyway, it'll be great when I have a bunch of people with me, but if I want to just go during the day, I can't imagine setting that giant hub tent up and trying to play that way. Excuse me. So I got the itch during the hockey games over the weekend, and I was talking to my wife sitting there, and I go, why don't I look for? I'm looking at Marketplace, and these pop over like the sled tents where you pull the tent over you, right? And there's two options there, right? There's two seaters and there's one seaters generally. There are some extreme other situations, I understand, but for the most part, this covers like 99% of these things. And I'm like, man, these are pretty reasonably priced. I used to have a really nice Jason Mitchell one that had the lined walls and it was huge. Like you could stand straight up in there and jump up and down. But the problem was it was so large that it didn't really fit in the bed of the pickup well. And we had it tilted up and you couldn't put the cover over. It's just, I don't have a pickup. So I was looking at more reasonably sized two-mans and maybe even a single man. And I came across this one that didn't have lined walls, which I'm completely fine with. Because I'll tell you one bad thing about lined walls. They're heavy, heavy material. So when you're dragging that thing across the lake and it isn't cold enough to drive on it yet, you're getting a pretty good workout. Because you have that, you have your 20-pound propane tank, your heater, your bait. You have a lot of things you're carrying along with you. And just adding that extra weight, when realistically, a two-man like that, you're not going to do overnights in it for sure, right? And so I picked one up. It was a Clam, not lined, in really nice shape. And he had it listed for $300, which I thought was too high. And recently he put it down to 150. So you could see he was in the mood to move, let's say. So I offered him 125 cash, and guess what? He took it. I picked it up the next morning with my trailer, and extra bonus, because I assumed I had to pull this with my trailer. This thing fits in the back of my Jeep Wrangler. So I can put the seats down, throw this in the back. I'm super mobile again, and I don't have to pull around my little Lowe's trailer with the drop-down hitch. And it's a great trailer for utility, don't get me wrong. But it's a pain to pull around on a lake in the middle of winter. Not a lot of clearance there. So, yeah, being very mobile. I got ice fishing, I think, secured up. I have plenty of heaters. I got my augers already, my ion, and we're ready to rock and roll. But yeah, we'll see. Pretty pumped. All right, well, these two games, we're getting down to the 45-second mark. I'm wondering if we're going to see any snipes. It's I'm trying to think Halloween themed. If anybody dressed up as Turrican, that would be weird. I could see probably quite a few Wolverines I bet will be running around this week. Even though it wasn't a children's movie, how much you want to bet I see at least 5 Wolverines this week on Thursday when they're out trick or treating? Oh, there we got one in there. 14 went up not even a buck, like 75 cents or something. Still have 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4. It's kind of a weenie snipe, but we'll call it. There's a real snipe. 1950. We got a real one, folks. Do this guy. So that was a snipe, I guess. Went up a little bit. So ended 2150 and 1950. That's good. I need those Game Gear games to keep moving. This one's an interesting one because this is well under retail yet, but I don't know if we're going to get much more movement on it or not. Had some movement on it this morning. Things were kind of juggling around a little bit. So we'll see, but this Atari collection is a steal of a deal. All brand new. This Atari system plays the original Atari carts even, like literally like from the 80s. You can put one of them right in here and it'll play it. It comes with a 10-game cartridge of original games. Comes with one controller, then a second controller I had purchased, still unopened. They remade Berserk for it. I think it has the audio in there now, like the voice thing. I might be wrong, but I think it does. But that's still sealed. And then we have the 2 paddles controllers and a 4 cartridge game in there too. So this is the whole package. And if I look at the receipt for it, I don't want to look at that again because I'm going to lose money on this puppy. And I knew that going into it. So you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But these haven't been overly rare or sold out. And I didn't get it on sale. I pre-ordered a lot of it. So I thought I was actually going to play it. But here's a good rule for you guys out there that collect video games or whatever, or play them. And you have an itch to buy things. I would say that's been a lot of my life, is the itch to buy things, video game related. Only good games. There are 3 Burger King Xbox games. Yes, Bat Kato. The Xbox Burger King games are good. And ironically, I think I have all 3 of them. So we're going to see a Burger King lot come up here soon. And maybe I'll let you bid on it even though you are my brother. That's such a terrible. Actually, the Burger King games weren't as bad as you think. And looking back at it now, they were pretty funny. Because it wasn't long after that happened. It was right around there in the time when they started using that mask that somebody made in their home of the King for Burger King. And I don't know how it got out there, but Burger King ended up buying it from the individual and using it around their promo ads because it was hilariously scary and very recognizable. Oh, you already have Sneak King. Sneak King, you can play that for days. That is you can run around and scare people. So I don't know what you guys are giving up for Halloween, but this is one of the items that we're doing this year. This is the new item for this year. Have different colors, but check this out. You ready for it? Oh yeah. Do I look cool? Yeah, probably not. But anyway, I think kids will get a kick out of these. They light up in the dark. There's different modes to how fast they flash. Hey, we got some movement on Atari. That's good to get a little early. Let's get a little rivalry going here. So anyway, we'll be giving these out on Halloween. About 120 of these goofy things. And we still have some of the battery-powered glow sticks, too, that we will be giving out as well. So those are left over from last year. And Bat Kato, you could wear these glasses in Sneak King, and you'd be very popular, probably. No one would see you coming, right? But no, it's good to put lights on kids when it's dark out. And they hopefully don't get hit by a car. Or eat the batteries inside this thing, right? They're made pretty cheap, though. I don't think... I think if you dropped them on the ground a couple of times, you might have bad turnout, but... That's me running the price up for you. Uh-oh, Lamont. Careful. I don't need... If you win it, you get it. It is cool, though. You should bid on it. It's a heck of a deal. It's a cool system. All right. We're at 5 minutes and 15 seconds yet on this bad boy here. On both of these. The Double Dragon, the case has, you see how the back is so vibrant and the front isn't? Um, ooh, Atari just went up. Yeah, I just stopped my watch before the screen. 141. Who is the bidders on this thing? Now you got me kind of thinking about you, Lamont. I doubt that is you, because I think you would have a higher rating than 4. Oh wait, these are older bids here though. Lamont. Why does everything I can put Lamont into? Michael, that is actually you, isn't it, you weirdo? Well, maybe you can win. Maybe you can. Well, 146. It is you. Look at that. Well, I hope you win it. It is quite the package. And I will tell you, it is worth a heck of a lot more than it's even at. Because here, I'll be transparent. This is the receipt. And it doesn't even have Berserk on there. And after shipping, I paid $208. So Berserk, I think I paid, was it another 20 plus shipping? So yeah. Anyway, that's what you'd have to pay for it today too. If you wanted it new. So it's at a bargain price right now, let's just say. Um but I bought this. What was the date on this bad boy? I bought this almost a year ago, December 1st. It's showing up that. Um, but Lamont, if you win it, don't bid it up because you got to pay for it if you win it. And don't just bid it up to run it up because you might end up winning it, and it could possibly discourage a sniper at the end too that really wants it. So, hey, we're up to 150. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 150. That's good. That is good. 157. Let's see here. How I just did this a second ago. I want to look at the bids right here. Yeah, well, careful there, Michael. I don't want you to win it and not want it, if that makes sense. So let's let her guide its own course. I keep getting out of bed. That's why I keep doing it. What does that mean? Oh, Bat Kato has 2 of the paddle controllers in there. In this box here, it's got 2. So this actually has 4 controllers in this whole lot, which is pretty good. So we're at 157.50 and 650 for the Double Dragon 5, which, if you watch the video I shot of that earlier, not the game I expected it to be, and then I remembered that being that way. 165 it's up to. It's a fighting game like Street Fighter style, if that makes sense. Lamont, if you win it, you're paying for it. Mmm. That does taste good. 165.50 and 650. All right, we're getting down there. We're almost to the 1 minute. We're a minute and 10 seconds. So we'll see. Voice to text. I keep getting outbid. All right, that's interesting. Oh, uh-oh, 170.50 we're at. It's at that 50, Lamont. I'd be very careful. I wouldn't bid anymore. So 170.50. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh boy, here we go. All right, we're down to 16 seconds. 177.50 and 650. 10 seconds to go. All right, I count these all as snipes here at the end. Anything magical right at the end? No. And who was the final winner on this then? Lamont, you won it. Congratulations. I hope you wanted it. There you go. All right, let's get back. How do I get out of here? I gotta go back here again. Well, congratulations, Lamont. You just bought yourself an Atari. It is a good deal, though. Lots of memories on the Atari. Way to go, Lamont. You'll have fun with that bad boy. And you can take my loss on it and enjoy it, every second of it. Now I can play the best version of Pac-Man ever. That is arguably the worst version of Pac-Man ever. I don't know if you guys have ever played it. Do I have my Atari hooked up on here? I don't think I have the Atari on my emulation system. No, I don't. On this computer anyway. So Atari, Pac-Man normally follows the pellets around, right? It's like, right? And then he turns up, he bites up, and then he turns this way, he goes that way, right? Atari Pac-Man, he never turns. He's just always facing the same way. He just goes up, he goes backwards. It's really silly. Or does he turn right or left? Now you got me thinking here. Here, I might fix this little not having the Atari games in there. 2600. And we'll see if we can't make a little solution to this here. Oh wait, I have to do a lot of steps because I don't even have the emulator set up. So I'm not going to go with that right now. You want me to I don't think I can drive that all the way down there, buddy. The shipping's pretty reasonable. It's list. I would like to come visit you though someday. There's no doubt about that. Don't make fun of special needs Pac-Man. Just because he has a disability on the Atari does not mean you should make fun of him. You know, I don't know if it's really a disability. I think it's called lazy programming. I think of a lot of Atari's history was all about grabbing for the money, which is probably a problem. Why don't we do this? We got on the play House of the Dead for just a few more minutes here. And I can do that quickly. I'm gonna bring the camera. Oh shoot, this makes the system mad when I do that. One sec. I gotta go here, here. And then if I hit F4, there we go. We're right back where we left off. But my controller turned off. Ah, I'm gonna get hit. Now my controller's hooked up, I think. All right. Oh, and I screwed the sound. Can't remember what it said to hit it.
Small one must be the brain.
Oh, the small guy. Oh, it's so hard with the joystick. Oh boy, here we go.
Reload.
What? How many continues do I get?
Reload.
This is the Dreamcast version, so I don't think I get unlimited.
James,
Amy. Harry.
Hey, is that Amy, Mark?
start your own line.
What the hell's going on in this city?
Don't know, but it's very similar to the 1998 Curie case.
That case?
James, go and prevent the confusion in the city.
Okay.
Let's meet at Sunset Bridge. We're counting on you, James.
No more fooling around.
Oh, it's getting serious. No more fooling around. I rescued 4 people.
Dogs of the AMS. Time they made a move.
Whoa. This looks super serious.
No.
We got a little time left.
Need to hurry.
Need to hurry.